Hi there. I'd like to show you some wonderful ways to make healthy snacks for your family that are homemade and you have full control over the ingredients that you put into them. I think that's what I love about working in the kitchen so much. I'm one of these people that likes to eat fairly cleanly, and I'm concerned when I buy packaged foods that it's filled with artificial sweeteners or other additives that just aren't that help stabilize the shelf life on the store, but just aren't as nutritious for me. And you know, Gabriel, my son, I raised to eat really wholesome, healthy foods. And I noticed that now that he is an adult, he makes those same choices for himself. So let me show you a couple of the things that I have seen in the Pampered Chef line that I absolutely love for making healthy treats for our family. First, we have this awesome Quicksicle maker. This allows you to make homemade popsicles in a real quick 15 minutes, you're done. This base goes into the freezer for a good 24 to 48 hours. You let it freeze. When you bring it out, you put these popsicle sticks inside. You're going to put them in so that these horizontal wings are on either side, like that. Then, I mean, you can make whatever you want with this. You can put juice in it. You can make yogurt, chocolate yogurt. You can make like an ice cream mixture, but put it in here for a fudgesicle-like a taste. Right now, quick and easy for me, I'm going to just make some mango pops with some morning blend. It's mango, pineapple, different juices. I'm going to use our silicone measuring cups, prep bowls that allow me to just really squeeze this. I'm going to fill it just to the point where those wings are. You don't want to overfill it or it's going to be difficult to remove when it's done. And you will see there is a fill line in here. So there you go. You let it fill, and then you're going to just let it sit. And literally in about 15 minutes, they're going to be ready. It's like super quick. So the kids love being able to fill and just play a little bit, and then they're ready to take out. Like, you know, if you're making regular popsicles and putting it in the freezer, it's going to take hours, if not overnight. So this is an awesome way to make them. And in a little bit, I'll show you when they're done. You can also layer it. You can allow some of it to freeze and then add some more on top and let that freeze. If I was doing that, because this is only going to contain its super coldness for about 2 rounds of popsicles, I would maybe put it in the freezer in between if you want to speed that process up and not lose the freezing ability. But like I said, about 15 minutes, you can have wonderful popsicles, and I will share some recipes of other creative things you can do with the Quicksicle maker. In the meantime, I want to show you this snack bar maker. I am in love with this. This is a silicone-based snack bar maker, so you can make your own granola bars or whatever, chocolate bars or whatever you want. So this is my mixture of oats and peanut butter, a little bit of honey, pure and simple, but I really love having, again, control over my own snack bar ingredients. You can be as creative as you want with that. You mix it up, you put it in here. Our little green spatula fits perfectly to flatten it out, okay? And then you can stick this in the oven and bake. I've also made homemade chocolate bars with this, so I will put a layer of whatever I want to flip to be on the top. I'll put that on the bottom, like some slivered almonds, maybe some cranberries, different nuts. I will even put some peanut butter on and then cover it with chocolate. Oh, a thin layer of chocolate first, let it harden. Okay, so and then put the ingredients in and then put another thin layer of chocolate on top. You get really awesome chocolate bars that way. So think about those kinds of things. They, with this lid, once they're done, you can just store it in the freezer this way if you want. But if they're, you know, the bake kind, I just put them in a freezer tight container and take it out as I want to. I also make my dog treats in there. so that I can have control over what my dog Meadow can eat. The other thing that I want to show you, and this isn't really like necessarily the healthiest thing, but it's a healthier version than the store-bought one, is how to make your own whipped cream. Our whipped cream maker is absolutely awesome. You can make the best and quickest whipped cream in little time at all. 30 seconds once the ingredients are in, I kid you not, and you're done. Normally for me, I will make that with my coconut whipping cream, but I want, since most of you are probably eating dairy, I want to show it to you with the regular whipping cream. And again, you know, think of the whipped cream that you buy. If you buy the Cool Whip or the cans of whipped cream, those are filled with all kinds of chemicals, preservatives, and you're throwing out a container that's perhaps pressure filled. Here there is a fill line. I don't know if you can see that. Right about here. You don't want to put it fuller than that. It's about 1 cup. Okay, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of powdered sugar. I couldn't remember. A little bit of vanilla. Half a teaspoon of vanilla. I eyeball it. Literally, that's it, unless you want to flavor this up any way you want. Okay, so think about your specialty coffees, Mom and Dad. Think about, you know, adding a little Kahlua to this, or Bailey's or something, and putting that on top of your hot chocolate. What you're going to do is pull this up, put this down, make sure it's secure, and literally you're just going to pump up and down. A full pump up and down for about 30 seconds. And the more you pump, the stiffer it becomes. It gets a little harder to pump. The more whipped it is. So you can check and see if you're liking the stiffness of the peaks. Let's just, before you take the top off, make sure this is up. You can see, I hope. Personally, I think it needs a little bit more. It's still kind of soft. I'm going to do a little bit more, and then I'll show you what it looks like. But you can tell that this takes a little bit of pumping up and down, but the kids can help, especially at first. This is a great kid-friendly tool, and you know, they're going to need a little help towards the end, but at first they're going to be able to pump this up and down and get so excited about making whipped cream. There we go. Do you see those stiff peaks standing up? Look at that beautiful whipped cream, and literally, you know, under a minute, and we've got this amazing whipped cream, and it is just totally the ingredients you've chosen for yourself. So imagine this on some nice hot chocolate. Imagine this alongside a beautiful spread of waffles or pancakes on Mother's Day, you know, or other special occasions. This whipped cream, little sprinkle of cinnamon on top of it next to a fruit tray. It's going to be delicious. Our Quicksicles continue to freeze. So I want to think of what else we have. Oh, we have an ice cream maker. And for me, that's a game changer because, again, I told you I don't do milk, so this whipped cream's not going to really serve me or my family. But the ice cream maker, I love ice cream. And yet, you know, I'm limited to my choices until I got my ice cream maker. So with that, you know, I may use a can of coconut milk. And let me show you something, because this is also so quick and easy. I don't use the whipping cream. I use the organic coconut milk, full fat, and I just take a can of that. But I want to show you this smooth edge can opener. For anyone, I think this can opener is the best one on the market. If you have kids, you seriously need to consider this. You put it straight against the can this way, not sideways. You turn. Okay, so kind of standard, like you would do any can opener, right? You're going to wait for that click to know you've gone all the way around. Okay, now you can turn backwards. It's got, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a little pincher claw. I'm going to pinch this up. Okay, now that came off. You can see that this is the full fat, which when I'm making ice cream, I want. But this is the part. You know when you have a normal can opener, this is going to be cutting you? There are no sharp edges, like zero. So if a child uses this can opener, you don't have to be worried about them cutting themselves. Even here, look. I can run my tongue along the edge. I'm not going to hurt myself. Your kids aren't going to hurt yourself. When it's put in recycling and they're cleaning up, they're not going to hurt themselves. This can opener, I think, is a must-have in any family. So consider that also as a really kid-friendly tool. So another awesome snack option is our microwave popcorn bowl. Now, personally, I don't use the microwave that much. But if you are a microwave user, you may want to consider this. This comes in a small size and a family size. And you simply put your kernels in here, put your butter in here so it will drip down if you're partial to having some kind of butter go in. You can season the kernels with one of our popcorn seasonings. You put this in, you put it in the microwave, and it is done in no time at all. And again, a much healthier alternative than the store-bought pre-popped popcorn, and so much easier than shaking and over the heat. I don't know if you ever did that, but that's how I made popcorn for the longest time, is just over the stove on top of in a pan, shaking. So we're showing you different things to make for healthy snacks, but I want to show you some things that help your kids prepare those healthy snacks in a safe way. So let's see how these are doing. I wanted to show you that we're ready to take out the popsicles. What you'll notice is that there's no standing liquid here. There's nothing going to pour out. And one of the things you want to make sure to do is take the popsicles out when they're ready. If you leave them in for too long of a period of time, they'll freeze too hard in there. It'll be much more difficult or maybe even impossible to take them out. So unlike the freezer popsicles that you put in and allow to freeze in the freezer, these you need to take out 15 or 20 minutes, like at the time that they're ready. Don't wait too long or it's going to be hard. You're going to use this little key. It's got this spike here that fits on the hole at the top of the handle. You're going to turn it on and keep turning. You're going to keep turning until you feel a pop. And then it starts getting really easy. You've released the popsicle. Now you're going to unscrew that and take that off. And now you have a popsicle ready to serve to yourself or to your kids. And you know, boozy pops are a thing. You can definitely add some of your favorite rum, alcohol, whatever you want for the adults. I wouldn't recommend feeding that to a little kid, but you know, if they're crying a lot, no, I'm teasing. Don't feed it to the little kids. Feed the boozy pops to yourself, to your guests, and save the juice or the creamsicles or whatever you want to make for the kids. So there you have it, folks. There is the Quicksicle maker, and there are so many possibilities of what you can do. So let me know if you'd like an e-booklet with the different recipes for the Quicksicle maker, because I've got one if you'd like to have it. All right, thank you so much.